Selectman Anderson, how you doing tonight?
Good, very good, Chairman Gallo.
Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Thank you. Selectman Lamoth,
Good evening.
sorry again for
Thank you.
our condolences. I hope everything went okay.
As good as possible.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yep. Get going here. Oh, it's 6:30. Beautiful. Being 6:30, we'll get going on the meeting. We've got a full agenda. We'll do our best to get right through it. So at this time, in accordance with Chapter 2 of the Acts of 2025, the Tuesday, March 3rd, 2026, 6:30 public meeting of the Wrentham Select Board should be conducted remotely. The public is invited to join in via Zoom. The information on how to log into the meeting was posted on the town's website as well as the agenda. As a preliminary matter, this is Select Board Chair Chris Gallo. Please permit me to confirm that all members and persons anticipated on the agenda are present, can hear me. Members, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. We'll start with Selectwoman Rouse.
Here.
Selectman Anderson.
Anderson's here.
Selectman Harrington.
Harrington here.
Your new second home, Bill.
Had a little iPad issues again, and
What did I tell you about that? Jim Anderson is ready to help you out.
I am the man.
Just kidding. It's good to see you, Billy. And Selectman Harrington's there. Selectman Lamoth.
Lamoth here.
Great. Staff, when I call your name, please also respond in the affirmative. Town Manager Mike King. Just so you guys know, it's a little tough to hear you when you start to speak. I've noticed that, so I'm going to give you a second delay. I noticed that a couple times now. So, Mike King, you're here. Assistant Town Manager Greg Enos.
Present.
Executive Assistant Amanda Vazzapolo.
Present.
Great. Before we get going, I just want to call out the fact I was going to say this the other day. Has anyone seen Greg Enos's screen when he's not there? Does he not look like he's a game show host? Is that the best? I know that's slightly unprofessional, and I apologize. If you're new to our meetings, I try to lighten it up from time to time. But Greg, you win.
It is the
tonight.
80s laser show, okay?
Yeah,
It is.
fantastic. Fantastic. So let's get going. We got a great agenda, as always. Lots of good business to take care of, starting with the announcements. And we'll ask Selectman Harrington to please read the announcements.
hi, Mr. Chair. Announcement. The town of Wrentham is hosting a candidates forum on Thursday, March 5th at the Fisk Public Library starting at 7 p.m. This is an opportunity to hear directly from those seeking to be elected, learn where candidates stand in key issues, and get informed before Election Day. The event is being moderated by Michael McKnight. The warrant for the June 1st, 2026 annual spring town meeting is now open. The warrant closes on April 2nd, 2026. For more information on how to submit articles, please see the town website. The Wrentham Cultural Council is inviting artists to be part of their next exhibit at the Old Fisk Museum, rooted in Wrentham. See the website for more details. The town clerk is hosting a rabies clinic on Saturday, March 7th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Public Safety Building in the back. This event is cash only and the price per vaccine is $20. Please bring previous rabies vaccination certificates with you. Excise tax bills are due March 11th, 2026. You can pay online, in person, or by mail. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Great job, Selectman Harrington. Mr. King, on the excise taxes, did those get mailed out, correct? I don't believe I've received mine.
They do, Mr. Chairman. I will follow up with the tax collector.
I just don't want to be on the bad list. That'd be pretty embarrassing.
Yes, I'm the tax collector, and yes, they were mailed out.
Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
Don't want to be on your bad list. Okay, so
We know where to find you.
at this time, let's go to, we have a public hearing and a public hearing that's not happening. So I can't go to the first public hearing until 6:35, which is in a minute. So at this time, let's go to tab number 2 and let's approve the minutes. So we have in our packets meeting minutes from February 17th, open session meeting minutes. And at this time, the chair would entertain a motion to approve the February 17, 2026 open session meeting minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Selectman Harrington, second by Selectman Anderson. Any further discussions? Being none, do a roll call vote. Selectwoman Rouse,
Rouse, yes.
Selectman Anderson,
Anderson's a yes.
Selectman Harrington,
Yes.
Selectman Lamoth,
Lamoth, yes.
Gallo abstain. I wasn't there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 in the affirmative, 1 in the abstention. Correct, Mike? That's how I roll that.
Yeah, it would be 401. Yeah.
401. And by the way, excellent job, Selectwoman Rouse, in running that meeting. Fantastic job, I was told. Okay, so now it is 6:36, and we're supposed to have a public hearing for Hot Shot. And this public hearing is being canceled. The applicant failed to notify abutters via certified mail. The public hearing has been rescheduled for April 7th, 2026. And I want to just say a special thank you to Amanda Vazzapolo, who's been doing a very good job kind of nudging that applicant along. She's gone way above and beyond the call of duty. As our residents know, this select board is so appreciative and supports our small businesses. So we try to go above and beyond the call of duty to make sure they're in compliance. So the next public hearing we have is at 6:45. In the meantime, I think we can go to tab number 5. Tab number 5 is something fun that we get to do from time to time. And I'm just putting up here with my notes. Tab number 5 is pretty great. This is a proclamation from Milo Palmieri in his 100th birthday. And let me know if I didn't pronounce that correctly, but I'm assuming it's Milo Palmieri. Right? He's 100 years old. We have a proclamation that I'm going to ask Selectman Harrington to read into the record for a second. And we have an email from our veterans agent, Scott Smith, telling us about this prestigious and timely event. His birthday was Saturday, February 27th. He turned 100. Before I have Selectman Harrington read the proclamation, just a little bit of background information, and I will give, if any of the board members want to wish very quickly some kind words. Listen to this amazing individual. This is from Scott Smith, our veterans agent. Good morning, gentlemen. I wanted to pass this information along to both of you. I'll be sending an email to Senator Roush's and Rep. Vaughn's offices as well. Respectfully, Scott. And here it goes. Sergeant Armando B. Milo Palmieri, U.S. Marine Corps, will be celebrating his 100th birthday on Friday, February 27, 2026. Milo was born in Boston on February 27, 1926. After serving in World War II and again during the Korean War, he would eventually settle in Walpole, Mass. To raise his family. Milo is currently a resident at the All-American Assisted Living in Wrentham at Ledgeview. Milo joined the Marine Corps in May of 1944 and fought in the Battle of Iwo Jima from February 19th, 1945 to March 10th, 1945 with the 4th Marine Division, where he was assigned to as a demolition specialist. He separated from the Marine Corps in June of 1946, only to be brought back to active duty in November of 1950 in support of the Korean War. Milo would serve as a sergeant with 2nd Engineer Battalion, Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. Milo would complete his time at Camp Lejeune and was separated from the Marine Corps in December of 1951. The All-American Assisted Living Facility in Wrentham was planning to have a birthday celebration for him on February 27, 2026 at 2 o'clock. They were asking people to send birthday wishes in the form of cards, letters, and in our case, proclamations. If anyone listening wants his address, It is you can send an address, attention Milo at 30 Ledgeview Way, Wrentham, Mass. 02093. Just amazing. What an amazing man and generation. So Selectman Harrington, if you don't mind, before I open it up to the board for any quick comments, would you read the proclamation that we prepared for Milo into the record?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Whereas Sergeant Armando B. Emilio Palomari, United States Marine Corps, was born on February 27th, 1926 in Boston, Mass. And whereas Milo honorably served his country in the United States Marine Corps during World War II and the Korean War, demonstrating extraordinary courage, dedication, and patriotism. And whereas after his military service, Emilio settled in Walpole, Mass., where he raised his family and contributed to his community. And whereas Emilio is currently a resident of All American Assisted Living in Wrentham, Mass., and is recognized as a member of the greatest generation whose service and sacrifice helped preserve freedom at home and abroad, and now, therefore, be it proclaimed that we do hereby honor Emilio for his heroic military service and commend him on the extraordinary milestone of his 100th birthday. And be it further proclamated that this proclamation serves as an expression of our deepest respect, gratitude, and best wishes for Emilio, celebrating 100 years of life, service, and legacy. In witness thereof, we have set our hand and caused the seal of the town of Wrentham to be affixed hereto the 17th day of February 2026, signed by the Wrentham Select Board and the town manager, Michael Kim. You muted. Chris, you're muted.
Thank you. It drives me crazy when other people do that, but thank you, Bill. What I was saying is thank you so much for reading that. If any of the select board members would like to just take a quick second and recognize Milo, go ahead, and we'll start with Selectwoman Rouse.
I think the proclamation was beautifully stated. I just want to wish Milo a happy 100th. May his birthday and every day after be filled with appreciation and knowledge that his life has made such a lasting impact.
Well said. Selectman Anderson.
Yeah, first of all, I would say Sergeant Palmieri is an American hero.
Yes.
I thank him for his service, and I wish him a very happy birthday.
Excellent. Selectman Harrington.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yeah, I can possibly agree with the other select board members. He is one of the greatest generation, one of the few left. Obviously, that as their age moves on, we wish him a happy birthday and hopefully many more birthdays.
Agreed. Thank you. And Selectman Lamoth.
The proclamation and all my peers on the select board have said it all. Happy birthday. God bless.
Great job. And thank you. And Mike, do we have time before the next hearing to do tab number 8, which is the unexpected bonds?
I think that should be fairly quick, Mr. Chair.
So, folks, let's go to tab number 8 in our packets. This is a vote on unexpected bond proceeds. We're very blessed to have with us, as you've already heard, Kathy Nelson, our treasurer collector, who knows where to find us if we don't pay our taxes. So in our packets, we have this unexpected bond proceeds. Kathy, do you want to unmute and give us a quick summary on what this is and what we're voting on this evening? And Mike, if she's not available, do you mind stepping in?
Absolutely. So just as a high level overview. So in the select board packet is a vote to apply unexpended bond premium proceeds from the water meter project and the 2095 West Street land acquisition in the amounts of $2,040 and $1,457.30 respectively, to be used towards the payment of debt service. When a project was financed by a debt issuance is complete, the select board has the ability to apply the balance to a future debt service payment. In the case of Community Preservation Act funds specifically, such as 2095 West Street, an additional vote is required by the Community Preservation Committee as well. You can see in your packet in the minutes of the CPC that they have already voted unanimously to approve this request. And an affirmative vote by the select board this evening would allow the finance department to use these bond premium proceeds balances to offset the next bond payments on these debt services.
Thank you, Mike. I'm sorry I stepped out for a second.
No, and Kathy, we took you out of order because we're waiting on a public hearing. So we apologize for that.
No
Did the
problem.
town manager do a decent job of describing what we're trying to accomplish this evening?
Yes, he did.
All right,
Fantastic.
Only since you blessed it will we move forward. So
Thank you.
select board, you heard from both Mike King, our town manager, and Kathy Nelson, our treasurer collector. I think it speaks for itself. So at this time, chair would entertain a motion. Where's the motion? Motion's on the next page. So at this time,
Right.
Mike, where is the motion?
It's on the next page. It starts with form select board vote.
It's in orange.
Is it on page 41 of the packet? Vote to return unused.
It's on page 40.
Okay, so on page 40, I have form select board vote from Hinckley Allen.
Yes.
So you want me to read that?
That would be the vote that would have to be read into the record by either yourself or the clerk.
So it looks like there's two votes though, right? Voted and voted.
There's one vote for the water meter bonds, and then the second vote for the CPC 2095 West Street.
Okay, so at this time, chair would entertain a motion for I'm gonna let Selectman Harrington read them separately or separately or together, Mike.
You can read them together.
All right, go ahead, Bill, if you don't mind.
The page before them. Sorry. Town of Wrentham unexpected bond proceeds voted that $22,040 of unexpended premium bond remaining from the town general obligation water meter bonds dated November 17th, 2023, which is the amount net of bond premium applied to pay cost of issuance, shall be applied to pay debt service costs on outstanding indebtedness of the town pursuant to section 20 of chapter 44 of the general laws. Second one also.
Yes, please.
Voted $1,457.30 of unexpended premium bond remaining from the town's general obligation municipal purpose loan of 2025 bonds dated September 25th, 2025, which is the net amount net of bond premium applied to pay cost of issuance, shall be applied to pay debt service cost on outstanding indebtedness to the town pursuant to section 20 of chapter 44 of the general laws.
All right, thank you. So moved. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, so motion made by me, second by Selectman Harrington. Great job reading. Any further discussion? Being none, we'll do a roll call vote. Selectwoman Rouse,
Yes.
Selectman Anderson,
Anderson, yes.
Selectman Harrington,
Yes.
Selectman Lamoth,
Sabath, yes.
Gallo, yes. Motion carries 5-0. Excellent job.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you so much, Kathy. Have a great evening.
Thank you.
At this time, let's go to Maui's Deli, which is the 6:45 public hearing. So at this time, we have an off-premises wine and malt license application. J&M Delights Incorporated, DBA Maui's Deli Shop, 304 Shear Street. This is the former Mike's Deli, right next to former Parker's Pub, now AJ's Pub. So with us, I believe we have attorney Edward Grork.
That's right.
And we have with us Michael Noriega Solares.
Yes.
Yes. How are you? Welcome, gentlemen. So give me a second. I just got to open the public hearing. So at this time, Chair will entertain a motion to open the public hearing for the off-premise wine and malt application for J&M Delights DBA Maui's Maui's Deli located at 305 Shear Street.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second,
Motion made by Selectman Lamar, second by Selectman Anderson. Any further discussion? Being none, we'll do a roll call vote. Selectwoman Rouse,
Russ, yes.
Selectman Anderson,
Yes.
Selectman Harrington,
Harrington, yes.
Selectman Lamar.
Lamoth, yes.
Gallo, yes. Motion carries 5-0. Now, Chair would entertain a motion to waive the reading of the public hearing notice.
So moved.
Motion made by Selectman Harrington. Is there a second?
Second,
Second by Selectman Lamar. Any further discussion? Being none, we'll do a roll call vote. Selectwoman Rouse,
Russ, yes.
Selectman Anderson,
Yes.
Selectman Harrington, I think he said yes. Selectman Lamar.
Lamoth, yes.
Gallo, yes. Motion carries 5-0. Okay, so welcome to the meeting, gentlemen. If you wouldn't mind, could you please give the select board just a high-level overview of what we're trying to accomplish this evening?
Yes, my name is Edward Grork. I'm the attorney for Miguel Noriega, doing business as Maui's Deli and Shop. My office is located at 24 Spring Street, Pawtucket. I'm a resident of Attleboro and a member of the Massachusetts Bar for 40 plus years. And we're here requesting the approval of an off-premises wine and malt license for 305 Shear Street. My client, Mr. Noriega, has a lot of experience in the food industry, having worked at the Cheesecake Factory in Providence, the Providence Mall, for 20 plus years. Now he's embarking on his own, and he's purchased the deli, and he's rented the space. This is the former Michael's Deli and Cafe, and Michael's also had a off-premises license at that location. So we're requesting approval of the off-premises wine and beer license. Notice has been given to the abutters, and we suggest that the location is appropriate based on the previous tenant, and it's going to be strictly off-premises. And there is a need in this location as there are no similar licenses nearby. My client expects to be hands-on in the operation of the business. He and his wife expect to be there, virtually every day between the two of them. So we're asking for your approval, and we're willing to answer any questions that you might have.
Great. Thank you for that, Attorney Grork. Before I open it up to the board, as the board knows, a lot of this information's in our packet, the application, and it wouldn't get to us at this point unless it's already followed the proper chain of command through all the necessary offices in town hall, including inspections, licensing, ABCC, a Board of Health, et cetera, et cetera. My understanding is the hours of operation per the application are 8 to 8. And then it looks like Saturday, that's Monday through Saturday, and then 10 to 8 on Sunday. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, that's for the alcohol, right?
Yes.
And then hours of operation for the business are 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week?
Yes,
That's correct.
that's correct.
Mike, and Mike, it's my understanding that both of those hours fall in line with the select board's liquor license policy as well as common victualler policies.
Yeah, the hours of operation for the alcohol fall within, starting at 8 a.m. Monday through Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. If they're going to be open earlier to serve breakfast, they would not be able to serve alcohol, but they're not pursuing that at this time. So their application does fit within the board's regulations.
All right, fantastic. So at this time, I'm going to open it up to the board members, gentlemen, to ask any questions that they might have of you, and we'll come back and take a vote shortly. So we'll start with Selectwoman Rouse.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Always excited to have new businesses, especially a great deli shop. Just to understand, so I'm assuming like a place to order sandwiches, and that goes for the early morning, and then you'd be able to buy like a 6-pack from the liquor aspect at the store. Is that the intent?
Yes, we're gonna do it until the hours that the board say.
Okay. So mostly just like deli sandwiches and that kind of food, or we have a separate menu for breakfast?
We have a menu for breakfast. We have a couple sandwiches.
Okay, great. Thank you. Wish you all the best. Thank you for coming this evening.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
And to select Woman Rouse's question, is it just wine? It's just wine and beer? Is that what this? Is that what?
Yes,
Yeah, just wine.
that's
and
right.
beer.
Yes.
Yes.
So okay, great. Selectman Anderson, any questions?
No questions, Mr. Chair.
Great. Selectman Harrington, any questions?
No, one question. I thought they had a couple of counter seats, or you could sit and eat a sandwich there, correct? Back when
That
it
is
was,
correct.
so, but you can still hang out and have a sandwich, but you can't buy beer or wine and drink it there.
That's right. We understand that. He definitely agrees with that.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a great question, Bill. Any other questions? Are you good?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Selectman Lamoth.
No questions.
All right, fantastic. So at this time, Chair, see, I always do that. I forget to the public. At this time, I would ask if the public, anyone on this call, has any questions or comments. Give it a couple seconds here. Sometimes people are a little gun shy. They can't figure out how to undo mute, like I had the issue a couple minutes ago. So we just like to give everyone a minute. Few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So at this time, the chair would entertain a motion to close the public hearing for the off-premises wine and malt application for J&M Delights DBA Maui's Deli located at 305 Shear Street.
So moved.
Motion made by Selectman Anderson. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Selectman Lamoth. Any further discussion? Being none, we'll do a roll call vote. Selectwoman Rouse.
Rouse, yes.
Selectman Anderson.
Anderson's yes.
Selectman Harrington.
Yes.
Selectman Lamoth.
Lamoth, yes.
Gallo, yes. Motion carries 5-0. Now that that's closed, Chair would entertain a motion to approve or deny the off-premise consumption wine and malt application and common victual application for J&M Delights DBA Maui's Deli located at 305 Shear Street.
Motion to
Approve.
Motion to approve made by Selectman Lamoth. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Selectman Anderson. Any further discussion? Being none, we'll do a roll call vote. Selectwoman Rouse.
Rouse, yes.
Anderson.
Anderson's a yes.
Selectman Harrington.
Harrington, yes.
Selectman Lamoth.
Lamoth, yes.
Gallo, yes. Motion carries 5-0. Congratulations. Welcome to Wrentham. We look forward to showing up for either a breakfast sandwich or an afternoon sandwich, and Selectwoman Rouse will be buying a 6-pack. So we look forward to that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let us know, and listen, hold on, before you get off, let us know how this board can be of assistance to you moving forward. You've got a great neighbor next door. Wrentham's a great place to do business. We love supporting our local businesses. So please keep in touch with us and feel free to reach out to Town Manager King in our office anytime for anything we can do to help.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, have a great night.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, at this time, we're going to go to tab 6, and we are very fortunate to get an update from our cultural council with Eileen Ehrig. Eileen, did I pronounce that correctly?
Ihrig is the correct
I'm gonna.
pronunciation.
Can I blame someone else, even though it's my fault for mispronunciation?
No problem at all, because the correct German pronunciation is Ihrig or Ihrig.
Okay.
So that's what most people say. So, but Ihrig,
I was speaking German then.
exactly.
Excellent.
The correct pronunciation.
Well, I just want to say it's great to have you on this call with us. As you may or may not know from your interactions and Amanda and Mike reaching out, the board is just trying to talk to all the boards and committees in town. That's why we also have the American Legion on after you. And we just want to invite, all the boards and committees on from time to time just to say hello, to check in, see what's going on with you. And most importantly, to make sure you know that this board's here to support you and to see if there's anything that we could be doing, to help. So welcome to the meeting. I'm going to turn it over to you, and we ask that you give us a quick update on everything important to you and the organization, and let us know how we can be of assistance.
Fabulous. And thank you so much for inviting me. I think I'm the only representative. There were others that wanted to join, but were unable. And I want to apologize. I'm getting messages that I have an unstable connection. So pardon me if I cut out.
Don't worry about it. We got a few members that are unstable, so that's
Perfect. I'm in good company.
there you go.
So do you have the PowerPoint that I sent ahead of time?
We do. It's in the packet.
Okay.
If we're not going to have her share, then could we either have Amanda drive, or can the board members just scroll through the packet, Mike, as she's going?
Amanda can bring it up on the screen.
You want me to share mine,
Ooh.
Mr. Chair?
Yeah. Amanda, if you don't mind, could you share your screen with us and bring up the packet?
Yes, I'm bringing it up right now.
Thank you so much.
Fabulous.
Amanda Vazzapolo, ladies and gentlemen. Couldn't do this without her.
Much appreciated.
Just give it a second. Okay, here we go. The
There
floor
we
is
go.
yours.
So yes, I'm speaking as chair. However, the hope was that Evelyn Zepp and Kim Carr could join. I believe they've been unable to join, but they're both been instrumental in putting together this brief presentation. So you can go to the next slide, please, Amanda. So quickly, I'll just give an overview of the Cultural Council and our work. Talk about the grant recipients for 2026. Some information about the Old Fisk Museum and recent and upcoming exhibits, and then a bit of an update on resource mobilization and some of the projects that we're working on. Next slide, please. So the Wrentham Cultural Council's existence is linked to the Massachusetts Cultural Council, and they're the ones that essentially provide the structure, guidance, and funding for us to grant monies to local artists and groups to support different projects in the community. And so some of the projects that we support, schools, library programs, senior center programs, etc. Next slide. So this is the list of the recent grant recipients. So this year we were allocated about $8,300 to administer to grant recipients. And the process is such that we generally receive applications by mid-October. The council members review the applications, and then at our November meeting, we vote on which applicants we would like to fund for the following year. The recipients are notified in January. And this past year, we received 32 applications. But given our limited resources, we selected 11 applicants that we are funding for this next year. Now, in addition, we are also funding our next museum exhibit with with the funding that we've been allocated. Next slide, please. So in recent years, so the Old Fisk Museum is where the Wrentham Cultural Council is housed, together with the Wrentham Historical Commission. We share the space, and together we sort of curate and staff museum exhibits and support the general museum operations. Now, to do that more efficiently, in 2024, we kind of informally formed a museum council. And so we have representatives from the Cultural Council, the Historical Commission, and then also we are currently meeting weekly at the museum and kind of going through the backlog of donations that the museum has received and archiving them and storing them in the archive room in the museum. We're also at this time getting ready to start our new exhibit. Next slide. So our most recent exhibit that ran from last June through kind of early or through January of this year was the Built to Last Stories to Tell, which we had 140 visitors from 5 states, and we secured some donations for we raised about $400 in donations. And in general, the exhibit was very well received. Next slide, please. Now, our new exhibit is focused on local artists, and we're trying to attract work. We're inviting local artists, who live, work, grew up in Wrentham, or who has created art that's related to Wrentham. So it's called Rooted in Wrentham, Celebrating Local Talent and Place. And we have issued a call for artists. I think that was mentioned at the beginning of the meeting. The exhibit is expected to run from May to December of this year. And complementing the exhibit will be an outdoor installation by one of the artists, a local artist that we funded called Wrens of Wrentham. So we're very excited about this next exhibit. Next slide. So then the last thing I want to talk about is resource mobilization. So we obtain funds from a variety of different sources, from exhibit donations, from the Mass Cultural Council. We use some of the funds to support activities, including the exhibit. And this year or last year, we supported the town of Wrentham to apply for a Mass Cultural Council Cultural Facilities Fund capital grant that we're hoping will be funded to replace the roof and roofing systems. We're looking, so the requirements of the grant are that you have 100% matching funds. So to supplement that, we are planning to submit a grant to the Community Preservation Committee Fund for the matching funds. So the total project costs, according to the what is it called? The report that was done based on a grant previously. They're estimating that the roof replacement is going to cost about $150,000. So we've put in a request for the capital grants fund for $75,000, and then we'll be looking for a match from the CPC fund. And then in addition, we also periodically request and receive funds from the Sweat Fund. I believe we currently have a request in for some archival materials that are needed for the archiving project.
Eileen, if you don't mind, I just
Yes.
want to ask Town Manager King a quick question. Mike, this is a town-owned building, correct?
It is.
Are you involved? Are you working? I'm assuming then that your office is working with the Cultural Council on this project?
Yes, Stephanie Duquette in the town manager's office helped write the grant.
Awesome. Great. I figured that was the case, but wanted to ask. Excellent, Eileen. Please continue.
That's it. Next slide just is for any other questions folks might have.
I think that's a great presentation. I'll open up to the board members to ask any additional questions and comments. But again, the whole purpose of this was just to give you some exposure to the select board, let you know that we're here, we're available, we care about your organization and all the great work you do in our community, and we thank you. So let us know how we can continue to spread the word, help, fundraise, whatever it is, and help you meet your goals.
Much appreciated. And we're very thankful to uh, having a very collaboration with the town. Uh-oh, I think I paused. And yeah, we're hoping that we can continue with some of the building improvements, particularly the roof, which is the building is in imminent need for
Right.
replacement.
No, understood. So thanks again. At this time, open it up to the select board, starting with Selectwoman Rouse.
Eileen, no questions at this time. Just a big thank you for sharing this information and also all you and your committee's hard work. I enjoy going to the exhibits, especially the last one. My husband and I found a lot of the stories so fascinating and interesting. So thank you for putting that together for all of the people here, as well as the other states of individuals that visited. Great work.
Thanks.
Selectman Anderson.
Yeah, Eileen, I just want to thank you for you and your team for all you do for the town of Wrentham. And also just I know you guys do a great job. You just keep up the good work.
Thank you. We appreciate your support.
Selectman Harrington.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So Eileen, a couple of years ago, or maybe a year and a half ago, the CPC had funded a matching grant for facilities overview. Did the roof project come from that facilities inspection?
Yeah, so there was a systems replacement assessment that was done. And so that report from that assessment is what has informed this current project.
Thanks. Okay, thank you. And then my other question, the requests for the funds that you distribute, can that be from any community or any group, or is it just low? I see there was quite a few, Attleboro and whatnot. Does that come?
Yes, so it's usually it can be individuals, groups, organizations. And yeah, anyone can really put in a proposal, and we have certain kind of criteria, and one of the most important criteria is that the residents of Wrentham are able to access and benefit from whatever project they're proposing. So we do fund projects in surrounding communities that are easily accessible by Wrentham residents.
That's great. And just the last question, the grant money for the roof, the matching funds, you said you'd know by May. So
yes,
commitment for the matching funds at the same time, or would it have to be spent in the same fiscal year? Because in the last CPC meeting, they voted that they were only going to be moving projects forward in the fall meeting. Would that line up with it, or is that?
it should line up. So apparently, if I remember correctly, if we get approval from Mass Cultural Council, we actually have up to 2 years to secure the matching funds. So we're going to apply this year in the hope that we're going to get it. But yeah, I understand the application process for the CPC funds is at the same time as when we're going to find out from Mass Cultural Council. So we'll put in the submission sort of assuming that we're going to get approved. But obviously, if we don't get approved from Mass Cultural Council, then it's moot.
Okay. All right, appreciate it. Thank you for all you do in your board. I'm a big supporter of that little building. I think it adds a lot of value to the town.
Yes, it's a real gem.
Well said. Selectman Lamothe.
Eileen, thank you for all the good work that you're doing. My question was similar to Selectman Harrington's on abutting towns getting grants, and you answered that with ease. Thank you. I'm good.
All right.
Thank you.
So, like I said, we don't have to take any votes. We just want to say thank you again for all the hard work. Let us know how the board can continue to, and the town can continue to partner with you. Please keep in touch and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you so much. You as well.
All right. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Okay, moving right along. Next on the list, we have an update from Commander Nick Tobachuk of the Wrentham American Legion. Commander Tobachuk, welcome to our meeting. As we said with Eileen and the Cultural Council, this is just an opportunity for you to get in front of our board from time to time, check in, say hello, update us on a lot of the great things you guys are doing over there at the Legion, and let us know how we can help you. So with that being said, Commander Tobachuk, welcome to the meeting. The floor is yours.
Thank you for having us. Appreciate we can get our message out there. We've had a great year this year so far. Primary goals, taking care of veterans. We planned and executed Memorial Day, Flag Day, and Veterans Day. All went off fantastic. We're continuing to support all the local nonprofits. We have the Lions Club here quite frequently, the Holly Club. We're working with the Boy Scouts and the Cub Scouts, Billy's House, Wrentham Fires here quite a bit. You guys had your town breakfast for the employees here. That was great. This year we have reinstituted. We're finally getting back on our feet. We've reinstituted 3 scholarships now. We have 2 at KP and 1 at Tri-County. We have done in the past year also, we've done our major events. We do a car show that's in October, but we'll be doing one every month now starting in May. So we'll have a monthly car show. We have barbecue competitions. We have 3 of those this year. One is a national competition. We have next week, we have the adult Pinewood Derby. So if anyone's interested in coming down, putting in a car to raise money for the Boy Scouts, we all know that all their parents have made their cars anyway. So now the adults are actually doing it. So this is the second year we're doing that. That's a little bit of fun. What else have we done? We dedicated the pavilion that was dedicated to Eric Hatch and to Clifford Rose. We have a stone from the town has given us a stone from the old Creek Street Bridge that we brought over, and we raised in our Phil the Helmet Drive. We raised $3,500, so we have a brass plaque going on it for those 2 fallen service members. Coming up, we have Warrior Field Hockey. They've grown exponentially. They started at 75 people 2 years ago. They were at $125 last year, and they're going to even be bigger this year. So our fields are getting filled. We have a lot of events. We're staying focused and taking care of our veterans, taking care of the town, and taking care of the kids. So we're just going to hope for another good year, and we continually upgrade the facilities. So we're getting there. We're getting there. It's a work in progress.
Yeah, it is. And you did a big roof project just recently too, correct?
Correct.
And it looks gorgeous. I mean, redid the roof, did some work outside. The pavilion, like you said. So yeah, we think it's great. I mean, you guys are doing everything we think the American Legion should be doing in town, and we have a strong Legion. Joe Manning did a great job, and you've done a fantastic job stepping in his shoes and taking it even to the next level. And what we want to make sure is like you, we love our veterans and we support our veterans. I think you know this, but this board's pretty well known to be in full attendance, meaning full board, town management team at every single veterans event that we have. And oftentimes we play an active role in those events, which we like to do as well. We think it's an important message for the townspeople to see that the highest ranking body in the community, as well as the leadership team of the town manager, is lock, stock, and barrel with the American Legion and our veterans people. So that's something that's very important to this group. So however we can continue to work with you, Commander Tobachuk, that's the goal here. And I do want to say, I'm at the Legion quite frequently for multiple events. You guys are firing on all cylinders. I want to, just send some congratulations to you and your team. And, with that, turn it over to the other board members to see if anyone has any comments or questions. Starting with Selectwoman Rouse.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I think that Chair Gallo said it perfectly. I just want to reiterate and thank you for all the wonderful work that you do for our veterans. And I'm looking forward to going to the Holly Club's music bingo that's going to be held in the Legion this month. So another great event. And I just wanted to take a moment to let the community know that our thoughts and prayers are with our military and troops that are overseas and deployed right now in Iran. So I thought that it would be appropriate for us to share that sentiment at this time.
Well said.
Well said, Selectwoman Rouse. Selectman Anderson.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. Hey, Nick, how you doing?
Very good, Jim.
Yeah, good. So, listen, I've been to many events at the American Legion over the years. You guys always do a good job there. And I look forward to attending more events. And I want to thank you and your team for everything you do. And I want to thank you for your service.
Thanks, sir.
Selectman Harrington.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Nick, good to see you. Thank you for revitalizing the Legion. You've done an amazing job, you and your team. And, as you know, you're well supported by the board.
Thanks, Bill.
And Selectman Lamothe.
Hey, Nick, how you doing?
Hey, bro.
I want to thank you on behalf of the select board, but also on behalf of the Friends of Wrentham. You guys just sponsored or allowed us to go in there and promote a Tony Morano Scholarship Fund. They raised a fair amount of money, upwards of $10,000. Tony was the president of the Friends of Wrentham. So, God bless what you're doing and how the access you're providing the town. It's just a great service to us. And, I really feel it. You're doing a great job. Thank you.
Thanks, Roy.
That's it. That's great. So like we said, Nick, please keep in touch. Let us know how we can continue to partner with you. I think it's pretty evident, not just based on these words, but on the actions of this group that, we're strong supporters of your team in the American Legion, as well as our veterans. And I think everyone said it best. So continue the great work, and we really appreciate it.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. Thank you all.
Have a great night.
You as well.
Night.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Moving right along. At this point, we're going to go to tab number 9. So, board, this is a preliminary conversation on some town bylaw updates. As you all know, we're constantly looking at our bylaws, looking at a charter, seeing what edits, changes, additions, deletions need to be made to help the town continue to run effectively and efficiently, enable our town manager Mike King to run the town effectively and efficiently. Mike, so there are 2 proposed updates that we could potentially put on the June town meeting. Could you give us a high level? Now, we're not looking for a vote tonight. This is just for discussion. But could you give us a high level summary of both of these amendments, Mike, and then we can open it up to the board for discussion?
Of course, Mr. Chairman. And I'll just preface it by saying, with the June town meeting warrant being open, now is the opportunity, if the select board would like to sponsor any bylaw updates, to have this discussion, direct me to draft any bylaw updates to be included on the town meeting warrant. So the first one that's in your packet this evening involves the automatic secret ballot vote for any $2 million capital project that can only be suspended by unanimous consent. So if there is a project that's over $2 million, the moderator has to ask the town meeting body whether they would like to suspend having a secret ballot during the operation of town meeting. If any one individual would like to hold that secret ballot, it would need to be held. So it needs to be unanimous consent, meaning everyone has to agree. So that creates several processes in town meeting that can take quite a bit of time. That we would have to stop the proceedings and then proceed to have that secret ballot, which is organized by the town clerk. There are a couple options to amend that if the select board was interested in doing so. The first would be to, instead of making it a unanimous consent to suspend having a secret ballot, it could be a majority vote. So the town moderator could say, you know, is there any interest in suspending a secret ballot? And put that to the town meeting body, and if there was a majority vote, they could do so rather than just having it be one individual. The town could also consider raising the threshold from $2 million, which would change the timing for when that is triggered. And the third would be to remove the verbiage entirely in regards to the secret ballot. This isn't necessarily common to see this language in town meeting bylaws. And I will also note that affecting this language does not affect the ability for any town meeting member who is present to call for a secret ballot on any article at any time. That is allowed in the operation of town meeting. This just specifically affects when there's a capital project and not having the necessary ability to opt out without unanimous consent.
So Mike, just to reiterate, at any given any warrant article at any town meeting, a member can, any resident voter can propose a secret ballot.
That they can propose to the moderator a secret ballot, yes.
And it's up to the moderator at that point to either entertain it, or does the moderator immediately have to ask for a vote?
By the discussion with town council, it's for the moderator to entertain. Yeah. And
so that's my first. Okay, no, it's good information. That was my first question. My second question is, you alluded to this is not necessarily common practice. Just to give the board some reference, if you have any, you know, from the surrounding communities or maybe your past community, you know, how common is this? Is anyone doing this? Are we the only people doing this?
In my experience, this is the only, you know, one I've seen specifically in this instance. You know, I had a similar conversation with the town clerk as well. For having a capital vote of a certain threshold automatically triggering a secret ballot. You do see in communities that when maybe if there's a contentious issue that someone will move for a secret ballot, that is common in that instance, but that's usually it brought on by someone at town meeting, not necessarily having an opt-out. It's usually an opt-in.
Right, and we've had that opportunity a couple times in recent town meetings. You know, where I think it was discussed. Well, for the DPW, we had to do the opt-out, right, to get the unanimous consent for the opt-out. But I believe, you know, even when we were voting on the MBTA communities, there was discussion of would someone ask to do a secret ballot, and then how, you know, what would the moderator do in that instance, right? Is that a fair assessment?
Well, that's a fair assessment. You know, going into any town meeting, we kind of have that conversation of, do we feel like any of these might be moved for a secret ballot, and to be prepared for that at town meeting in case there is.
Okay, so again, purpose of this, everybody, is just to have some preliminary conversation. No vote needed tonight. I think, Mike, I'm not going to speak for you, but you're looking just to take a temperature to see if we think we should keep it status quo. Should we discuss, you know, at least the idea of making some kind of an edit to it, as you've indicated, removing it entirely? I guess we have a lot of latitude here. So we'll start with Selectwoman Rouse. Do you have any feedback on this?
I don't have any feedback or further questions at this time.
Okay. Selectman Anderson.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, through you to Mike King, is this a recommendation from the town bylaw committee?
So what we would do is, if this is something the select board was interested in proposing, we would run it by the bylaw committee. That would be the next step.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else, Jim?
That's it. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, no problem. Selectman Harrington, any comments, questions?
No, not at this time, Mr. Chair. I have a lot of questions, but not tonight.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Selectman Lamothe.
Well, personally, I think raising the limit doesn't do anything for us. So I'm of the opinion that majority rule would be the way to go, and that may pass quite easily with the town's people, because we're not trying to pull anything over on them. We're just trying to have a majority rule. So maybe that might be more palatable than eliminating or just raising the limit. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. Again, I want to give it some more thought, but my initial reaction is kind of lining up with yours. People get nervous when and I get it. People get nervous when they hear that you're trying to, take something away potentially, and that's not the intent here at all. To your point, I think it's again to let the majority decide if because to Mike, I think Mike gave the example, or maybe he didn't, but if we have 1,000 people at a town meeting and 999 think that that's not necessary, and crazy Chris Gallo shows up and decides that it is, then that's not the majority, right?
Right.
So that's an interesting perspective. Initially I think that's pretty close to where I am. But again, I say that just to say that I'd like to have more time to think about it as well, Mike. When should we revisit this? When would we need to decide if we wanted it on the June meeting?
Ideally, I'd like to bring this up at the next select board meeting and get some guidance.
Okay. So fellow board members, please give this some serious thought between now and the next meeting and be ready to decide if you want to take this up and draft have Mike draft a warrant article. All right, Mike. With that being said, what is the Second Amendment? Can you give us a quick overview of that one?
Yeah, so this involves dog hearings. So with the establishment of the regional animal control, the proposal would be to change the official responsible for dog hearings from the select board to the police chief, who now oversees animal control operations.
I've only got one thing to say. Heck yeah, baby. Respectfully to Bill McGrath, who, good job not inviting him to this meeting, by the way. Respectfully to Chief McGrath, and I do say this in jest, but doesn't our ACO, our animal control officer, report to Chief McGrath, correct?
Yeah, she does. She does.
Yes, she does. So there's already a chain of command there. I don't, not only do I not like dog hearings, I think he's more professionally suited for that role than, respectfully, I say that, than this board. I'm just speaking for myself. I don't know what the fellow board members think, but I, for one, would be in strong support of this amendment. Obviously subject to hear my select board members' thoughts. So again, not looking for a vote tonight, just for some discussion. Starting with Selectwoman Rouse. Any feedback on this one?
No further questions or feedback. It makes perfect sense.
Okay. Selectman Anderson, is your former police chief. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, the decision should rest with the police chief.
There it is from Selectman Anderson. Selectman Harrington, any thoughts?
Yeah, Mr. Chair, I am all for this, as I was 2 or 3 years ago when I suggested that we might make that change and was barked at for making that decision. And I think it's a great idea.
Well, I got to give you some props for using the barked analogy there. And geez, I apologize if I was one of the ones barking at you for making that suggestion. What?
You are.
Okay.
It wasn't.
Good. So anyway, I'm glad to hear that you're on board with that. Selectman Lamoth, any issues?
No, I'm with everyone. I think the thing that you may want to entertain. I mean, it sounded like you have to have 3 strikes before you can make a decision. I mean, if it's a threat on the first strike, could you do something then? I mean, I'm trying to see where I read that, but if that's the case, Michael, when you go through this, it might be worth letting them have the power over that as well. I hate thinking, a real threat, they have to wait for 3 strikes.
Yeah, may I add?
Please go ahead.
We've all, I don't know if it was all of us or which board it was on, that we had some hearings regarding these, and the town's attorney, there's 2 different choices. The town attorney provides that documentation to the board of which direction to go in, and the the penalties are ultimately pretty similar. So I think it would be good if you had a copy of that to read it, and if they add verbiage to it, it would be at the chief's discretion.
That's where I'm going. Yeah.
Selectman Anderson, did you want to say something?
No, I'm good.
Oh, that was me, Chris.
Oh,
I
sorry.
should speak a little bit since I'm quasi the resident animal control officer, hearing people that I've always had to deal with since no one had any dog hearings until I came into town. So Roy, on their comment, there's nothing that says you cannot act differently on the first strike. If the dog bite or issue is severe, there are some things that you can put in on the first strike, but it usually will go through the process to make sure there's other things done before the worst case scenario happens. So it's not always like you have to wait for the third dog bite or the third instance for something severe to happen.
Okay. Thank you.
I can talk more offline about it if you want.
Thank you, Greg. Appreciate that. Doesn't he look like the guy from Deal or No Deal? Howie Mandel, a little bit. I don't know. That's just me. Okay, so those are the two amendments that we're thinking about. Please give it some thought, board, and let's be ready to have a conversation next meeting to see if we want to move forward with both, either one, none. All right. So at this time, we're going to go to town manager review, tab number 10. Okay. So as you know, over the past month, we've spent a lot of time, as you know, and as we should, doing evaluations for Town Manager King. We have a process that went out. Amanda sent us all of our past evaluations of Town Manager King. She sent us the evaluation form. We were all given plenty of time to fill it out, tabulate it, and then make comments. Everyone did that. We really appreciate everyone's hard work and attention to that matter. Amanda then tabulated the tabulated the scores into the summary tabulation that I believe sent to all of us. And then Selectwoman Rouse and I, being chair and vice chair, sat with Town Manager King, I believe it was last week, to go over the evaluations, the summary, read a lot of the comments to him, and got to a point where we're at tonight to bring it before the full board, as there is a vote. So I would just like, if it's okay, I would just like to read something that Amanda and I put together. I just think it's important for us to do so. Then I'll give everyone an opportunity to make any comments that they want. So just give me a second here. But Mr. King joined the town of Wrentham as a finance director, treasurer, collector in June of 2021 and was appointed town manager in March 2025. To create Mr. King's evaluation, the Wrentham Select Board completed comprehensive performance evaluations. Chair Gallo and Vice Chair Rouse reviewed the individual submittals with Mr. King. The evaluation focused on 10 key categories related to day-to-day duties of a town manager. These categories included individual characteristic, professional skills and status, relationships with elected members of the governing body, policy execution, reporting, citizen relation, as staffing, supervision, fiscal management, and community. Mr. King ranked highly in all these areas, along with many achieving a unanimous, Mr. King ranked highly in all of these areas, with many achieving a unanimous perfect score of 5. Mike's strongest grades were in individual characteristics, community relations, and fiscal management, with the remaining categories close behind. Mike's highlights are on his work ethic, intelligence, his ability to lead and empower subordinates while building a positive work environment with strong morale. Mr. King continues to exercise fiscal sound judgment, ensuring responsible stewardship of public funds while maintaining alignment with the Select Board's strategic goals and initiatives. His strong grasp of government policy, combined with solid professional instincts, allows him to navigate complex issues effectively and confidently. He maintains a consistent and transparent approach by providing accurate information, detailed financial analysis, and thoughtful explanations to support his decision-making. His leadership is marked by active listening, a calm and steady demeanor, and clear and consistent messaging. Overall, he is a strong and effective leader with deep knowledge of municipal administration and public policy. Tabulating the total scores from Jim, Roy, Bill, Michelle, and myself, it averaged to a score of 4.88, which translates to a performance evaluation far above average and exceeds expectations. We congratulate Mr. King on his outstanding performance and thank him for his dedication to the town. So, Mike, I think I summed it up as best as I could there. Although no one's perfect, you're knocking it out of the park. You're firing on all cylinders. And this board and our town, our 11,000 residents, our employees are lucky to have you. With that being said, I'll open it up to the other board members for any comments, starting with Selectwoman Rouse.
Mr. Chair, I think you summarized that beautifully. I would just say ditto, and that we are very fortunate to have you here as our town manager. And thank you for the work that you've done this past year. Looking forward to years ahead.
Thank you, Michelle. Selectman Anderson.
Hey, good job, Mike, and keep up the good work.
Selectman Harrington.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Great explanation of, the process of the town, of how we came up with the answers that we came up with. And it's a testament to Mike's hard work and his dedication to the residents, the town members, the town employees, and the select board. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you, Bill. Selectman Lamothe.
Michael, congratulations. Great job. You've been a pleasure working with me, helping me get up to speed. I'm just glad that Bill's there with you right now to help guide you out of the room. I'm not sure you'll be able to make it on your own. But thank you again. Good job.
Roy, is that because his head's too big?
That's it.
Exactly. You're gonna have to pin him a little bit. Yeah. All right, understood. For us less intelligent people like myself, I had to make sure I understood what Roy was saying. So, Mike, great job overall. Do you have anything to say to us?
I just want to say I appreciate the time that everybody put into completing the reviews and evaluation, and to the select board chair and vice chair for sitting down with me and walking me through it. And that I just, generally speaking, I appreciate the support that the select board has given me and the direction so that I can perform my job effectively. So thank you.
Keep up the good work, Mike. Town's doing a lot of great things. We're firing on all cylinders, and Wrentham is strong, but we're even heading in an even better direction. So excited to be on this board. Okay, the next thing on the agenda is the public comment section. So residents who wish to participate in public comment will be allotted 2 minutes to speak and must state their name and address for the record. We ask you to put your camera on as well so we can see you if possible. At the start of the comment, a timer will be sent via message from Amanda Vazzapolo. It should be visible on the top of the screen. An alarm will chime when time is up. So go ahead, residents. Anyone that wants to say anything, go right ahead.
Mr. Chairman.
Yeah.
After public comment, there's just the motion to approve my review.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's important. Let's get through public comment, Mike, and then I'll go back.
Thank you.
Give it 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I apologize. At this time, let's go back to Mike's review. And at this time, the chair would entertain a motion to actually approve the town manager's review as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Selectman Anderson, second by Selectman Lamothe. Any further discussions? Being none, do a roll call vote. Selectwoman Rouse?
Yes.
Selectman Anderson?
Yes.
Selectman Harrington?
Yes.
Selectman Lamothe?
Lamothe, yes.
Gallo, yes. Motion carries 5-0. Congratulations. Now I'll turn it back over to you, Town Manager King, for your town manager report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have several updates for the board this evening. I'm going to begin with Red Dam improvements. So the town has submitted permit applications for improvements to Red Dam. which retains Lake Pearl. Proposed work includes clearing vegetation and trees, regrading the dam crest, enhancing riprap along slopes and channels, also repairing concrete and replacing railings. The town received a state grant last fiscal year to support planning and permitting efforts for the Red Dam improvements. And town meeting has already approved funding for the construction aspect, which represents the next phase of this important project.
You should tell them which one Red Dam is, but not the one by 140 about it.
And as Selectman Harrington was just referencing, I will clarify that Red Dam is not Eagle Dam, which there had been previous conversations regarding in 2023, which is a low hazard dam that's in the vicinity of Red Dam.
Thank you, Bill.
I have an update on 2095 West Street. The town has officially closed on 2095 West Street. Next steps include the demolition of some derelict storage buildings by the DPW and the recording of a conservation restriction on the property. The Department of Conservation and Recreation, DCR, has indicated that a spring filing for the conservation restriction is likely, which will result in funding contributions of $500,000 from DCR and $650,000 from the Pawtucket Water Supply Board. I have a positive update on a grant receipt. The police department has been awarded a $124,000 state grant to implement body-worn cameras. This was one of the first initiatives assigned to Lieutenant Eden by Chief McGrath. Since then, Lieutenant Eden has completed grant writing courses and will continue seeking additional state and federal funding to support the department's ongoing needs. These efforts strengthen our public safety resources and are appreciated. Like to update the board that fire union negotiations have commenced with the Wrentham Fire Union. Those collective bargaining negotiations will result hopefully in an article for the June 1st town meeting, which would be pending a tentative agreement that is executed by the select board. My last update is in regard to the recent winter storm. So we have been receiving great feedback from residents following the historic 22-inch snowfall during Winter Storm Hernando on February 22nd and 23rd. And I would like to recognize our DPW team. Our crews worked tirelessly to keep roads clear and the community safe. Many residents shared that Wrentham's road conditions stood out compared to other communities in the area. The team also did an excellent job during this downtown snow removal operation on February 25th, ensuring safe access for businesses and residents in our downtown area. Just wanted to thank our DPW staff for their professionalism, dedication, and continued commitment to serving Wrentham. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. King, a couple follow-up items regarding the DPW. Couldn't agree with you more. I've seen it firsthand. I do a lot of driving for my work, and I've heard from a lot of residents as well, both in our community that live in our community and or work in our community and live elsewhere. And our DPW and other subcontractors have done a fantastic job in our roads, under in crazy extreme conditions. And I think we should. I think you and I have had a quick conversation about this, but I think we should talk to Director Antonoli, and we should do some sort of formal proclamation at one of our next in-person meetings for the DPW to show them how appreciative we are.
I think that's a great idea, Mr. Chairman, and we can get that going. Thank you. That's
the first thing. The second thing is, please let Lieutenant Eaton know how proud of him this board is. Lieutenant Eaton's a great individual, amazing police officer, and has, I've heard, just done a great job stepping into his role as lieutenant and, grant writer now as well. So please relay that. And I actually want to apologize to Amanda Vazzapolo. As we were going over, your evaluation, I was remiss to tell my fellow board members what an integral part Amanda played in that whole process. Michelle can attest to this as well. If it wasn't for Amanda, those evaluations never would have gotten to us. They would never have been received back. The tabulation never would have happened. She never would have given me and Michelle the information that we needed to conduct the in-person evaluation, Mike. So Amanda Vazzapolo, I hope you're still listening. Thank you very much. We couldn't have done it without you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Keep up the good work. So Mike, that's what I had. Board members, do you have anything else for Town Manager King on his town manager report? No? Okay, seeing none, turn it over to Jim Anderson.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. So it's my great pleasure tonight to make a motion to adjourn.
Okay.
Motion made by Selectman Anderson, second by Selectwoman Rouse. Any further discussion? Being none, do a roll call vote. Selectwoman Rouse?
Ross, yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Harrington?
And yes.
Lamoth?
Bob, yes.
Gallo, yes. Motion carries 5-0. Great job, everybody. And hey, hope to see everybody at Thursday night's town-sponsored candidate forum at the library, 7 o'clock.
See you there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.